tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
You may be seated.
Please tell me she was not an eyewitness.
Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Chandler Quartermain. I realize how difficult this must be for you. The death of your child's father so fresh in your mind still.
Objection! Prosecution has yet to prove that Lorenzo Alcazar is in fact dead.
Sustained.
What were you doing the day that Lorenzo Alcazar, went missing?
We were preparing to leave Port Charles to go to his ranch in Venezuela.
Vacation?
Now we were moving there permanently.
Why is that?
Well, Lorenzo felt that his time in Port Charles was finished.
Finished or no longer safe?
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustained. Rephrase, Mr. Lansing.
Yes, Your Honor. In the last year, did Lorenzo Alcazar receive any threats on his life?
Yes.
From whom?
Well, he was shot in the head by Sonny Corinthos in the first week of January.
Objection! That incident was ruled self-defense. Mr. Corinthos was cleared of all charges.
Sustained.
After Mr. Alcazar was shot, did he take any added precautions?
Well, he increased security at work and at home.
Isn't it true that he also placed listening devices throughout the house, including one that he affixed to the underside of his desk, which he left running at all times?
Yes.
No further questions.
Your witness, Ms. Miller.
Did you love Lorenzo Alcazar?
Well, he was the father of my child.
Yes. That wasn't what I asked. You and the father of your child, whom you may or may not have loved, were never married, were you?
No.
Do you know if Lorenzo Alcazar has any other living relatives?
No.
So if he were, in fact, dead, your little girl would inherit his entire estate, correct?
Well, I don't know about that. I've never seen Lorenzo's will.
A dead man with no will. What was Lorenzo Alcazar's line of work?
He was a businessman.
What was his type of business?
I'm afraid I can't answer that. Lorenzo made it a point not to discuss his business with me.
But it was dangerous enough to make him paranoid.
Lorenzo was careful.
Do you happen to know if he had any other enemies?
It's possible.
Possible. So it's possible that someone other than the defendant could be responsible for Mr. Alcazar's absence.
Yes.
When was the last time you saw Lorenzo Alcazar?
We were up in the nursery with our little girl.
Did you see the defendant anywhere near your house that day?
No.
Did you hear or see any signs of a struggle, anything that may indicate foul play?
No.
So for all you know, nothing happened to Lorenzo Alcazar on Wednesday, May 23rd of this year.
That's correct.
Thank you. No further questions.
I have one. Lorenzo Alcazar had a brother, a niece, and a son, all murdered in this town. Now, do you honestly believe that he would vanish, leaving his last vestige of family behind?
Objection. Supposition.
I'll allow it.
I'll ask the question again. Would Lorenzo Alcazar abandon his daughter if he were still alive?
No.
With the Port Charles Police Department, is that correct?
Yes.
And did you perform an analysis on a digital recording that was found in the residence of Lorenzo Alcazar on May 29th of this last year?
I did.
Do you recognize this as a digital recorder which was previously marked as Exhibit F, which was found taped to the underside of Lorenzo Alcazar's desk?
Yes.
Is the voice on the recording Lorenzo Alcazar?
Yes, we matched his voice pattern to documented recordings, including legal testimony.
Was there a gun fired on the recording?
Objection.
Rephrase. Could the additional sound heard on the recording be that of a gunfire?
It's a perfect audio match for a 9mm fired through a silencer.
Your Honor, I would like permission to play the recording for the jury so that they can hear Mr. Alcazar identify his killer.
Objection! Prejudicial, Your Honor, and Mr. Lansing is blatantly addressing the jury.
Sustained. You may play the recording, Mr. Lansing, but you're skating close to a contempt citation. Maybe you better refresh your memory on the rules of procedure.
Understood, Your Honor.
Morgan.
Look out, Cam, here comes a tickle monster. Oh, you better run before I tickle you. They got you now.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Whoa, look who's home.